Witam w kolejnej części przygód Henryka z Szalicy. Dzisiaj polecimy z zadaniem Jeśli, nie, siłą pięści. Nie wiem, czy skończymy w tym odcinku, ale zobaczymy. Z tego, co się rozeznałem w tym miasteczku, nie chcą ze mną ludzie rozmawiać. Mam reputację strasznie tragiczną. To jest w ogóle ta mieścina, jak ona się nazywa? Zawa. Nie mam pojęcia, dlaczego Sazawy mnie nie lubią. Mam na minus 25. Musiałbym tu jakoś parę questów zrobić, ale myślę, że uda się to jakoś obejść. Jestem wysłany, żeby porozmawiać z wójtem, oberżystą miejskiej karczmy i oberżystą furmańskiej karczmy. Zawsze. Dobra. To zaczynamy.
I'm at your service.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon. Well, what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
You have an inn, and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No. It's been quiet here lately. But now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchballs go by there from time to keep an eye on things.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting up?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
Thank you, Bailiff.
Dobra. Stop. Pogadamy jeszcze z oberżystą. Jednym i drugim. Zobaczymy, co mają do powiedzenia. Jak to wygląda? Gdzie są te oberże? A jeden tam. Chyba są 3.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
And what happened to
Hey,
How,
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
how should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man at arms. They could be meeting at another inn.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking too, big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Katzig Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
żeby młyn nie był
You don't know where
dobrym
I might
miejscem do
find some,
poszukiwań?
more dishonourable folk.
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more then.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the...
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Thank you for the help.
One beer for me.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
No to ten questik nie będzie zbyt szybki. Dużo rzeczy do sprawdzenia. Pójdę jeszcze do drugiej oberży najpierw. Koniu, gdzie jesteś? Może oberżysta z tej drugiej tawerny będzie coś wiedział konkretnego. Jak nie, to mamy dwa tropy prowadzące do młynarza, mamy chytla. No.
You go away.
No, jak już mówiłem, nie lubię mnie tu. 210. O jadę. 210, kurde, groszy. Pogadanie. Będę musiał później jakieś tutaj questy porobić, bo to pójdę z torbami.
I'm I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink? Or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion, I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers you can...
I've not got the slightest inkling. I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
You haven't heard talk of any...
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon.
No i mamy trzeci trop prowadzący do młynarza.
But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or then that's
Drugi do
not
Hitla.
bailiff's good graces. But I don't suppose that's what you want.
Thank you, Inky.
Not at all. Would you like...
I've heard it's not quite as lively here.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Guess they're all...
That's not quite what I meant. I'd heard there were some stable boys staying here for a long while looking for work.
True, but...
A, to jest
that's
część
nothing
questa
new.
z tymi znajomymi
The
z
thing is,
Sazawy,
it's not many
tchu,
wagons
z
coming
tego.
through at all. Folk are afraid to
Kalipy.
travel far in case they get done in by some cutthroats or, God forbid, have their wagons requisitioned.
So there are fewer travellers. And some of them...
I take anyone who turns up. They come one day and leave the next.
He just vanished. But
Well, he said he lost all his silver to the miller, and he had to go and see him.
do you still have them?
Of course not. I sold them all a few days later when he didn't come back. The buyer's gone now too, before you ask.
Dobra. No to już raczej wiadomo gdzie iść. Mamy dwa tropy. Jest młynarz. Trzy tropy, bo jeszcze jest ten grabarz. Ja najpierw uderzę do Hycla. Który jest teraz przy porcie tak zwanym. To raz, dwa. Mam wrażenie, że ten Hycl nie będzie za dużo wiedział. No zobaczymy. O, chyba ten gościu. Grabarz. Ja mam skalarzem?
Go away!
Ja, nikt tu ze mną nie chce gadać w ogóle. To jest jakaś masakra. A to jest Hycel tutaj. Nie wiem, chyba jednak uderzę do tego kurczę młynarza. Wydaje mi się to najbardziej pewnym tropem. Temu gościowi będą się znowu płacić prawie 300 za to, żeby z nim pogadać i gówno się dowiedzieć tak naprawdę. Także jadę do młynarza. W 3 miejscach potwierdził mi się ten trop, także on na pewno coś wie. To z tej strony rzeki trzeba zostać. Nie, tak. Półwysep tu się robi. Tu. Rozstaje lewo, rozstaje prawo. Dobra. Stało. On już pierwszy rozstaje? Takie lewo. Za chwilę prawo. Tam idziemy na apsę jakiś dymek, pewnie jest tam jakiś obóz. Bo warto to sprawdzić. Może już tu byłem. Nie pamiętam. Dawać 93, to się przejemy, teraz ogarnę. No nie, dobra, ruszamy dalej. To już jest chata tego gościa? Nie. Przy kapliczce, prawo. Kapliczka. Ciekawe, czy on też nie będzie chciał ze mną gadać. Ciekawe, czy to jest ten młynarz z bandy młynarzy.
And hurry up. I've no patience for beggars.
Czy ja wyglądam żebraka?
Listen, have you heard about anyone looking to recruit men around here? Or planning some kind of mischief?
No.
Ktoś knuł.
Come on.
Jakie odpowiedzi się trochę nie
I've
spodziewali.
been friends with a few and they hear all the gossip.
So go ask them.
I doubt their ears reach all the way here.
Then it seems you're out of luck.
Surely we can come to some arrangement.
I don't much care for strangers.
So, what do I have to do to get in your good graces, Master Miller?
Well, if I heard from those Miller friends of yours that you can be relied upon, and you're not a complete dolt.
No i co?
I'm Henry from Skalitz, and I'm looking to...
I expect Peshek sent you.
Nie,
And if
pewnie
it
tak,
was
Peszek, ale...
who sent you, you can't be a
Ale nie ten
complete
quest.
dolt. The tailor in Sasso has received some...
Nie, nie.
I'd rather not.
Ah! Peshek's a fool for trusting any...
Świetnie, no i co? Zapytałem i nic? No przecież to jest, nie wiem, to jest jakieś nieporozumienie w ogóle. Się dowiedziałem? No ale jest to młynarz z gildii, bynajmniej nie młynarzy. Czy z młynarz pewnie też. Robi też na boku. No dobra, to mamy chytle i gabarza. I każdemu trzeba podpłacić, żeby kurde z nimi w ogóle rozmawiać. Także nie wiem, co ja tam zrobiłem w tej Sazawie, ale mocno mnie nie lubią. Nawet kurde zwykły gość ze mną nie chce rozmawiać bez zapłacenia prawie 3 stóp. No to jest w tej grze trochę słabe, nie? Że czasami nie za bardzo wiadomo, co się przesprobało. W większości wiadomo, jak się komuś tyłek spierze na widoku, no to wiadomo, ale takich dziwnych rzeczy nie robiłem, także no nie wiem. No 300 nie moje za chwilę. Chyba trochę naokoło pobiegłem. Chodź tu. Szkocz zostawiłeś. Chodź.
Clear off. I don't.
O, ten 7 dychów.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that.
But have you heard of anyone around here hiring a bench?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much.
And what's been happening in Sass?
Nothing interesting.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No, I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone
Poleciło Wiedźminem.
an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the mon...
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time.
Tak, a najpierw trzeba było ci zapłacić 7 dych, kurde, żebyś w ogóle ze mną pogadał, nie? Daleko? Dzień dobry.
Get out of here!
No i następny, nie? 7 dych. No.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere,
When are they there?
nearly every evening, every god-forsaken evening, shouting and bellowing there till...
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye, they...
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his windows, so
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
a scarecrow would keep better order.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice.
Perhaps I can reason with them.
No, ja nie
Don't
wiem.
have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better
Chyba je
yet,
połamię.
don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry.
Czy to jest ta sama część kurde questa? Wieczorami za domem grabarza, czyli będzie trzeba tu poczekać. Jest jakieś konkretne miejsce, w którym mam poczekać, czy... Wieczór, za chatą. Chata to pewnie tutaj. Kamienie łomie, dobra, nie? Może tutaj. Wygląda jak dobre miejsce, żeby poczekać. Do wieczora, no to wieczór 21. Zobaczymy. Nie zapisałem gry. Może być ciekawie. Nie zacznie się od razu jakaś cutscenka. Od czasu zapiszę grę. To się może skończyć słabo, jeżeli ich jest kilku. No nie wiem, to co za obwiesiu, czy oni są jakimiś pałkami po prostu i w jakichś szmatach, czy to są kurde chłopaki już mocniej uzbrojeni. Dobra, no, nic się nie dzieje na razie, także i zapis. Mamy też kolesie stoją.
All I'm saying is that's the way it looks. You fell on him and then sat in his face. You too.
Czyby to była walka na pięści z 4 gościami, 5, no to chyba nie będzie fajne przeżycie. Długi, szeroki, krótki, Jółko. O.
Get out of here.
To get out. No, jego też mam przypłacić?
I heard someone was looking for men willing to do anything. You know anything about it?
Maybe. I work in the quarry, and they're always looking for extra hands to replace them that's got something broken.
That's not what I meant, but thanks. Why did you thrash the tanner?
Because he came by one day, lost his money, and then started on about how we cheated him and ought to give him back his coin. He was a right pest.
He told me that you jumped him when he asked you to stop making a racket behind his house.
Well, that's sort of true. But he didn't start complaining and...
Beat it.
No nie wierzę, każdemu muszę płacić, żeby z nim pogadać, zaraz mi się kasa skończy.
I'm looking for work, and I've heard someone around here wants fearless men. Do you know anything about it?
I've heard they might be looking for a new knacker. So if you're not...
Thanks, but no thanks. Word has it someone's hiring mercenaries and other fighters.
Ah, well, you've heard more than I.
What are you doing here?
Nothing special. Just a little evening wrestling. It's good for your back and digestion. And your purse too, if you know your business.
If I wanted to join in, what would I have to do?
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Weed. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one of those three. Doesn't matter which. And if you whip all three, you can test your mettle against me. Fair enough?
Nie za bardzo wiem,
My
o
last
co
match
tutaj
is
chodzi.
with you.
That's right. They say a bout with me is...
The tanner sent me. He says you've been causing a commotion at...
Ha! So all his whining. Let me tell you something first, Will. I'm the bailiff's man, and we're not doing anything wrong here. Old Leatherman's only been whining like that since he lost a bit of silver.
He told me different.
Ha! Of course he did. Otherwise, no one would help him.
I'll take you at your word. But what should I do now?
The way I see it, you've got two choices. Screw that old liar.
What do you mean, get down to business?
Well, you may think you're pretty tough, and if you give us all a thrashing, we might think...
If I break your arm, then you won't be coming here for...
But I'm a fair fellow, so I'll make you an offer. If you enter our tournament and win, which means beating us all, then we'll go elsewhere. If you don't win...
Ja. Nie lubię walki wręcz w tej grze, ona jest głupia.
I want to fight you.
What did I tell you? First beat weak, and those three clowns. And then I'll have to...
To zajmie wieczność w ogóle, nie? Ziółko. Chyba ten. Ja, przecież to jest jakaś masakra. Jeszcze każdemu mam płacić, żeby z nim walczyć. Nie starczy mi kasy w ogóle.
I heard that someone was...
No, but I'm always...
Jaki żal w ogóle.
Let's do it.
Let's go!
No nie, to jest jakaś masakra, nie? O, poziom główny podniesiony, bardzo spoko. Ej, odsunąłem się, przepraszam. Co? Ej, on nie żyje? Nie, dobra, nie będę go ukradł, bo zaraz mnie ktoś ten... Zabiłem go. I świetnie.
What do you want?
Let's fight.
You look pretty good.
We'll see.
Nie no, ten gość był cienki.
Now.
Też tak potrafi. Ej! Tarkę zgubiłeś, Henryk. No jeszcze chwilkę.
over here. Giving up over.
Dobra, kmin już. Niech ginie!
You?
Jene, nie starczy mi kasy na tych wszystkich gości. 210!
What the hell?
Przecież jakaś masakra to jest.
You!
No nie mam forsy tyle, żeby z nimi gadać, kuźwa. To jest pojebane. Teraz miecz wyciągnę.
What was that noise?
Hey! There's fellows beating each other over there.
Co?
About it. Here.
Jaki żal w ogóle. Co za kurwa głupota.
Go away.
Ja. Dobra, mam w dupie tą hołotę. Gdzie jest B? Jo, i teraz... Aj, pięknie, no, zaatakowałem kolesia i teraz mam jeszcze grzywnę do zapłacenia, której chyba nie mam. O jeny, przecież to się w pale nie mieści, nie? Wróg. Przecież kasę będzie miał, bo przecież kurde na to gadać. No.
Don't move a finger.
Co za żal.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle. Surrender!
A to
You're
strażnik
under
już.
arrest for breaking the law.
No, pięknie.
You've
Pięknie.
been making trouble and beating people up. We don't... You should have thought twice about what you're doing.
Nie wiem, spróbuję go kurde przekonać, no ale to się nie uda, nie?
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep it up, and you'll rue the day you cross me.
But I was just... You...
Masz ty szczęście, kurde mędziarzu. Ojeny. Nie, tu reputacja to jest jakaś tragedia, nie? Tutaj pewnie wszyscy śpią. Przecież, że on jest ranny, to pewnie śpi cały czas. Który to? Ten? Użyj. Ten.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
Honka śpi. Mamy tu wyro? Mamy wyro. Do rana. No co za kurde żenada z tym questem. Dałoby się ich obić wszystkich bez problemu, gdyby nie kurde ten problem z ten, że nikt nie chce ze mną gadać bez płacenia. No to nie, no ta mechanika to trochę do dupy jest. Są inne perswazje, tak? Jakieś 3 rzeczy, gdzie można wybrać siłę i tak dalej. Także myślę, że tym też powinno się przekonywać ludzi, jeżeli ma się złą reputację. Nic, będę musiał wziąć kurde 3 godziny spędzić teraz, żeby sobie reputację naprawić. Się w głowie nie mieści. Dobra, jego to najwyżej to mogę okraść.
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it...
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Kiedy ja sejwowałem?
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Wiem tą pierwszą pomoc chyba ze 2 razy, ale...
You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to...
Well...
O, shit. Dobra, może zapiszę jednak, bo to kurde może się tutaj jednak źle skończyć. Może utnijmy mu nogę od razu, a nie.
Are you holding him firmly? Done.
No i co teraz? Nie wiem, co mam teraz z nim zrobić. Czy mam tu poczekać, czy co? Zawsze poszła. Ja tu bratnym kodem w ogóle. Piona.
Everything here is fine. Tell me more about this.
No,
All right.
pogadamy. No i co teraz? Poczekaj chyba, no? Może się pogadamy.
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas is my name.
How are you doing?
Much better. I'm truly grateful.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but...
The church?
O, w kościele.
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a...
That's it. I don't need to speak.
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you?
No dobra, no to teraz mamy trop. Eliasz, róż dupę. Dobra, no to ten. No to już wiadomo gdzie iść. Ale na dzisiaj to by było tyle. Także jutro sobie pociągniemy to zadanie dalej. Zobaczymy co z tego wyjdzie. Tymczasem dzięki. Do następnego.